Hi everybody. I guess it's part two, although I didn't intend for it to be part two today. But I didn't get to the part where Ashley. Okay, for a couple weeks now, Ashley's had two personalities or two alters, or herself in an alter. Okay. Um, Everyone knows there's a problem, but Ashley doesn't see it. So then, her sister Tracy got the brilliant idea to get her friend Alan, who happens to be a psychiatrist, to talk to her. And today, Tracy talked to Alan again, and he said, "Yeah, okay, it's obvious. Well, it's more and more evident that she probably has dissociative identity disorder, which I talked about when it came up 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said this looks like DID. Um, So I kind of feel victorious in that because I was right. But okay, so we have they were having a moment today, and Ashley Asbell said, "You like me, right? Like, you know, you feel the same thing I do." He says, "I don't think so. We're friends," and so she took it as him turning her down. And she says, "So why are you turning me down? Like, what's your problem? Are you dating anybody?" And he says, "No." And so she doesn't take too kindly to that. Um, but I don't know. I understand the conflict of interest and all that and everything else. But come on. Ashley, the character Ashley needs some love in her life because last time she was in a relationship besides Tucker was forever ago. Okay? Give the girl some love. But um, so we have to see what happens. Um, Now I can go into what I know about DID myself, and this is just from research. I inadvertently have been watching things about psychological issues for years because psychology kind of excites me how the brain works and all that, right? Okay, so part of it is if you have a traumatic event, usually in childhood, but it can happen later, and it's so traumatic that your brain can't handle it, um, you can either have some blackout spells or your body creates or your mind creates alters that handle the situations you can't until you go to a doctor and or psychiatrist and talk and kind of try to integrate your alters into one again. But this is a process, and like I like to say that it takes years to get in that condition, so it's gonna take years to get out. But as for the character, it has to be kind of a slow burn because the characters can't know as much as the audience knows. That's just how it works. So, yeah, we're gonna have to see how long it takes to develop and how long it takes to actually get everyone on board and all that stuff. So I can see this whole process taking 6 to 8 months to maybe even close to a year. And that would be kind of on target, although, I mean, they can't have it go on for years and years and years. Okay? Unless they're going to go way back and say that the event that caused it happened 40 years ago. Then we might be onto something. But I'm not entirely sure if that's how they're going to go with it. But I'm just giving you an avenue. But we're going to have to see how it goes. So stay tuned. Um, okay, bye everybody.